Great start. Hello, hello, chat. So before we do anything, making sure that everything is working properly. Are we good? It looks like it. I also need to fix something while I'm looking at it. Hang on, let me turn on my shit for set alerts. Set alerts. Okay, no, monitor and output. Okay, yeah. I can just get rid of that. Okay. Welcome back, chat. All right. So we're back here. It's been a little bit since we've checked our mail. The tower is expanding nicely. Now don't heal yourself. Hello? Goodness. Alright. But tower is expanding nicely. Can check our mail here. We've got a good amount of introductions, more fish, an octopus. Okay. Let's start with interesting. So I did need more of these fish. To Storm, hey, it's Mush, you know, the one who keeps giving you many stacks of fish and might have broke your farm and had the magical power to make pumpkins grow. I went by your tower not long ago to drop off more fish, and I noticed that the ice around your tower is spread a lot. It even seems to have spikes now. That seems concerning. I can I can be wrong, but I recall your house being less icy. As I was dropping a sack filled with fish, some people came nearby your tower. It was one best friend of mine showing two new heroes around, and another two who weren't heroes, just being with the group. The heroes got asked with me by the non-heroes after a bit if we heard any whispers that seemed to be coming from your tower. Now, I personally didn't hear anything as well with the rest. I may not completely understand what's happening with you or your tower, but it doesn't seem good in my eyes. If you need help or company or just someone to talk to about whatever might be happening at your tower, please don't be scared to reach out. I only fish to help. Also, it would be statistically unfortunate to lose a friend who supports my fishing addiction. That's very kind of you, Mush, but there's no issues. Thank you again for the fish. Let's put that in the bag. Introductions. Hello, Storm. Mush told me about you and your detective agency, and as a fellow detective, I feel I should properly introduce myself and see what your agency is all about. I'm V, a demon detective from the underworld, not this one, and I'd love to meet you and hear more about what kind of work you guys do at your agency. Signed, Detective Z. VZ. I cannot read. Interesting. Well, maybe that's something I can look into depending on how well things go with music. Speaking of music, dear Storm, we should talk soon to go over evidence for Zeus. I have some new information that should be helpful to solving the prophecy. Let's meet up soon. Also, do you need help clearing the ice? Why is everyone so concerned about the ice on my tower? The ice on the tower is welcome. The ice on the tower is nice. If they are concerned, that is their issue, not mine. Looks like it's taking over. I could try to make something to help from music. Well, go pay music a visit. I missed. I believe the quickest way is this way. This way. I might be kicked. Ooh, okay. Didn't get kicked, but didn't feel good. Music really needs a better way to her house. I think it's around here. Looks like she's made some progress. A lot of progress. Music.
Storm?
Hello.
Hi. Here, I'll come down
Hey.
to that front door. Hey. Hi.
Hello. I received your letter. You said you wanted to speak with me.
Yeah, why don't you want to come inside?
Sure.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of things. First of all, how are you doing? How's that going?
I'm doing a lot better as of recent.
I mean, I've seen your play, Storm. It's kind of
Wonderful.
icy is the word I was going to use.
Which is an improvement to how it was before.
Not icy?
Correct. I'm hoping it expands further across the ocean.
I don't know if everyone would like that.
It'd be an improvement to me. But I have a feeling that's not the sole thing you wanted to bring me here to talk about.
No, you're right. It isn't. I guess I was wondering, how was the meeting?
The meeting?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not dumb, Storm.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a soul lantern outside your mailbox.
Which I've taken care of recently, but
Not fast enough. So I want to touch base because, we're detectives. We want to figure this out. I want to touch base. How was the meeting?
I poked my head into the meeting to give some input on the way they've been going about things. And it wasn't received particularly well.
Okay, what kind of input?
Zeus is a problem. Music. A problem
Okay.
that needs to be taken care of.
And your solution to that is killing?
Why is that your assumption?
I have a source.
Mhm.
I want to remind you that we're detectives,
Mhm.
Storm. We're just supposed to find out information. Nothing more. Nothing less.
And we're not supposed
Supposed
to
to
do
find.
anything with that information?
I mean, we can, but killing isn't that.
If there's somebody that is running rampant in the area that you live in, and there are others who are not taking suitable action to stop that person, why is our role as detectives simply to not take that action if others aren't going to?
Because detective doesn't mean judge, jury, and executioner. It means detective, which means just to find out things. That's why. And even if, right, that's more for like, I'd understand if, there was a serial going around. That's not really what's happening, Storm. Nothing bad's really happened.
Did Zeus not kill somebody in front of us? Were you there? I don't recall.
I wasn't. I did hear about it. Clearly, it was a plan, and it was a plan that worked to get the HOA sign up to new members. Like, we have an inside now. I've got a source in there who's willing to give me information.
And who is that source?
Anonymous. You don't need to know, Storm. Is really what that's about.
Am I, as your detective partner, not supposed to be sharing the same information as you?
You're getting all the information I am. You were there at the meeting. You're getting all this information. Even better since you're a first hand. You're a primary source. I wanna bring this around to another thing.
Mm-hmm.
Something I heard about, and I wanna just make sure that we're both on the same page here with the information. Did you kill Athena and Lou?
Why do you know about that?
I have my sources, Storm. Better than yours, it seems.
Well,
Also, I'm not an idiot, and I checked on our agency, and there was clearly a button that wasn't there before. I checked it out, and there was a trap under it. And when I entered, there wasn't a button to get out, so I had to add that back.
Well, you claiming that you are not an idiot implies that you had to sit and figure it out as if I was hiding it. Hiding it
So you're not.
implies I did something wrong.
Storm, you killed 2 people.
I killed a vile and evil person. If Lou also happened to get involved in that, whether it was her choice or not, is not my doing. It is not my fault.
It is, because Storm, the day we both talked to Athena in like that first week or 2, we both learned at the same time that their lives are connected. If something happens to Athena, it happens to Lou. You knew that. You knew that going in. You knew that. You knew you were gonna take away one of Lou's lives. You can't just sit here and pretend like you didn't know that, okay?
I'm not saying I didn't know that.
So that's okay with you. It's okay to take away another hero's lives.
If it is for the betterment of Olympus, yes.
Right, betterment of Olympus. I don't know how this is making anything better. You're actually just making more enemies, it sounds like.
She should not be here.
That is literally not for you to decide.
Music, you weren't here. This is not your decision to make.
I wasn't there. Fair. I wasn't. Okay? I don't know all the shit she did. I do know the Athena now, and that she's honestly, genuinely trying to change, and that she's doing a good job.
She is a manipulative, vile person who her entire thing was lying to people. She tricked the entirety of Olympus that got her to that position to begin with. People are out here, after everything that happened, that still support her. That supported her then and still do now.
She has no more power. She's not even a god. And I know a thing or two about manipulation, okay? It's not what she's doing.
Do you think that's what the people thought to begin with? That they were being manipulated?
Probably not, you know? You're right. But there are tells, and there are signs. And she's not showing any of them. You cannot take people into our detective agency, which is, word for word, just a detective agency, and use that to hurt people. Okay?
I did not hurt people. I hurt Athena.
You
She's
hurt
barely
Lou.
considered a person.
That's really not what that means. She is a person. She's immortal. Okay? She has lives just like you or me. You and me. Okay? Actually, fewer because they're connected. You cannot use that space like that. I will not allow that to happen again.
If you disagree with the way I'm going to go about making things better, then you can hand in your key.
Right. The key with my name on it as well? No, Storm, I think you need to hand in yours. You're not being a detective anymore. You're being an assassin. Go start off a different shop. We both know I'm right, okay? So let's just calm down, okay? And just go about this the right way.
If you want to go around wasting time asking people questions and not actually doing anything to make Olympus better, go right ahead. But if you don't want to hand in your key and leave me to my space, I will rip it off of your corpse.
Wow. That's... Storm, I know you're not, like, this dumb. You've got to see that this is not the right way to go about this.
You seem to be doing a lot of defending of Zeus and Athena and generally bad people recently.
Right. So when I got here, they haven't really been bad people.
Zeus killed somebody during your tenure here.
I clearly told you that it was clearly a plan. I told you this that day up when you came to me and you're being over emotional, that clearly Keen's asked Zeus to kill him so that the meeting that you went to could be set up. That was the whole thing, and it fucking worked.
Have you spoken to Keans? Do you know that for a fact? Since you are so obsessed with asking people questions and getting information and wasting everybody's time.
It's something even... It's so obvious that I can't believe more people haven't figured it out yet. It's actually kind of funny how no one else has figured it out. If you want, we can go talk to Keens, and I can prove it. But I also assume that Keens wants to keep this on the down low if that's the whole entire plan, which is to keep it a secret from the HOH.
So it's acceptable for you to come to your own conclusions.
Because my conclusions are right. Clearly, the dominoes are falling, and they're falling towards my conclusions. I get it. We can have differing opinions, but there's just some things written on the wall that are just clear as day. And something that is clearly written that I am not going to allow to happen is for you to kill more people. Because, Storm, if you continue to do that within the agency, you don't have a place there. Because that's wrong. You shouldn't be taking people's lives.
Some lives are meant to be taken.
I'm sure all the dictators agreed with you.
I'm going to ask you one last time. Hand over the key.
I'm going to tell you, no.
We're really good friends
You don't...
in music.
I'm friends too. You know, you seemed like a cool person until you started murdering everyone.
Not everyone, just the people that are worse off being here.
You really want to do this right here, right now?
I don't have to. You can hand it over and I can be on my way.
I'm not handing over this key. You are not turning something I've put my name on into a worse murdering company. You're not doing that.
I'm sorry it had to play out this way.
Storm, you could just hand over your key.
I could say the same thing to you.
My bad.
It's a shame to see that you want to side with them, music.
Storm, come on.
I hope this can give you...
You have to...
I hope this can give you the proper reflection that you very clearly need.
What had? Oh, I'm not going down. I'm not going down without a fight.
The fuck is it? That's all. Oh,
Leave.
I was getting to that. Thank you, Luce. That was actually driving me nuts. I thought I was blind. Good for me to leave the spire. That was more effort than it needed to be. I hope the next time I run into you, Joey, you're more open-minded than music has been. Stare. Any pictures of music in there? No need to take anything down. And this way, I'm learning. The only people that properly support me. They'll have my back. They'll see that I'm right. And they'll be thanking me when Olympus is safe.